Amen. My mother-in-law used to say somebody didn't have legs, but look at you and I. Somebody didn't have eyes, but look at you and I. Look at somebody, tell them, ain't God good? Amen. Bless your day. Amen. Thank you, musicians. There's a word from the Lord. I'd like to invite your attention just for a few moments. About 20 minutes. Bless you, Minister Glover. Gospel recorded by St. John, chapter 19, verses 26 and 27. We're praying for all the bereaved and grieving in the loss of the absence of your mothers. Somebody know he'll be a mother for the motherless. Gospel recorded by St. John, chapter 19 in the New Testament, verses 26 and 27. These words are recorded in your hearing. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciples standing by, whom he loved, he said unto his mother, Woman, behold thy son. Verse 27, then saith he to the disciple, Behold thy mother. And from that hour, that disciple took her unto his own home. Prayerfully, I want to talk about looking out for my mother. Subtopic that the young people would say, good looking out. Looking out for my mother. How often upon this planet, within this sphere, within this circle of time, individual hearts ache and eyes weep simply because they get the feeling that nobody is looking out for them. Nobody seems to be concerned. Nobody seems to care about their circumstances nor about their plight in life. Today, there are many babies and elderly people who are neglected and overlooked, Brother Scott, on a daily basis. But there is one person in our life whom we should never neglect, whom we should never ignore, avoid, shun, nor overlook, and that person is our mother. Looking out for my mother, I'm willing to take care. That's what it simply suggests. I'm willing to take care of my mother. Why am I willing to look out for my mother? Why I'm willing to take care of my mother is because my mother looked out for me. Can I get some help in here? Give somebody a high five. Tell them it is important, it's imperative for husbands to look out for wives and even wives to look out for husbands. It's imperative, it's important for brothers to look out for sisters and sisters to look out for brothers. It's imperative, it's important, Brother Al, to look out for friends, and friends ought to want to look out, Keith, for one another. But in all of your looking out for one another, whether it's a homie or a honey, you need to make sure you're looking out for your mother. Now, I want you to understand, brothers and sisters, when I suggest looking out for your mother, it do not have to be your biological mother. It could be a grandmother. It could be a sister. It could be an auntie. It could be a godmother or some other female guardian who was willing to shoulder and to take on the responsibility. And so, brothers and sisters, here it is. Jesus while dying on, bruh deacons, a wooden cross, bruh preachers, he looked down and he decided, in spite of the agony and the excruciating pain, to look out for his mother. Watch this. I ain't making this up, you know. Go to verse 26, and I got to bounce. When Jesus therefore saw his mother. Watch this. And the disciples standing by whom he loved, talking about John, he said unto his mother, woman. Now, he didn't call her mother, he said woman. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, that there was a divine side of Christ as well as a human side. He was both human and divine. Now, his humanity was not defiled, nor his divinity humanized. And so, brothers and sisters, the first point I want to share with you is crucifixion. Here it is, his son being, her son rather, being crucified. Now let me tell you something, young people. You have to understand that as you grow up in life, you too are going to have to carry your cross. Give a brother, sister, high five. Tell a young person you got to carry your cross. See, you should never neglect your young person from experiencing struggle in life. They have to experience some suffering. They have to go through some difficulties in their life. And so I can imagine now Mary is older. Her hair right by her temples is gray. I can imagine the wrinkles now replace her youthful skin. I can imagine that here she is. She raised a house full of children. You don't think she had other children? Well, I want to let you know, just let your fingers do the walking and go to St. Matthew chapter 13 verses 55 and 56. She had some other children. It was Josie, Judas, not Judas Iscariot. And the record said not only did she have some sons, she had some sisters. And so she had a house full of children. But can you imagine on this Mother's Day as she sat there and watched her firstborn be executed? I can imagine 1,000 memories crossed her mind. She conjured up 1,000 memories. She thought about the long ride from Bethlehem. She thought about how Joseph and Jesus inside her escaped to Egypt. No doubt she thought about the times when she fed him and how he was wrapped in swaddling clothes in a manger and how she changed his diaper. I can imagine, brothers and sisters, she thought about the times when she bathed him, when she heard him speak